Hey guys, this is Karob speaking, and today we are back in Diablo 2 with Runar the Barbarian, scholar and gentleman, and of course, he is on his quest to find out more about those runes that he has been looking into for a long while in his studies, and that's also the only thing he can use in equipment apart from normal items, which we have plenty of at the moment, and alright, we just left off after killing Rakanishu with one hit with our mighty two-handed sword, and we are going to continue from there. Through the Dark Passage, rescue Cain is on the list next, and for that we need to go through the Underdark. I wanted to say, no, this is not Baldur's Gate, Karob, not Baldur's Gate. We need to go through the underground passage and javelins and slay that Woodfist guy. So let's do that. Extra strong, my ass. You are going to be extra dead. There you go. Ah, nice, level up. That was pretty quick. I was fumbling around a little bit because I was so taken aback by this being on toggle. Maybe I want to switch it back to actually being an active button press instead of on toggle. This is still confusing me a little, although I might get used to it. Level up. Finally, some health. We are in dire need of that. And the final point that goes into sword mastery. And this is because that is where the critical strike chance levels off, and where you lose, because of diminishing returns of a linear progression, where you lose quite a bit of damage gain and attack rating gain. But yeah, let's continue on here and see how we get through it. So today we will easily make it to the Countess, of course, which is a primary location for this character. And I have something prepared for this. You might have seen that I have, in my days of Diablo 2, developed a specific tool, which is the Countess Run Simulator. And with this episode, I'm going to make that one public. I'm going to take a closer look at that once we get to the Countess. And there we have the exit. That was good. I didn't continue down this path because there were red guys showing up there, and whenever you see red guys, you're wrong. So, underground passage done. Let's take a look at the forest. Minions? Okay, don't run in there, Basanti. That is a stupid move. Let me handle this. Up. Come on. Oh, you're dealing so much damage. Always on is not a good idea for those items showing on the ground. But yeah, this was pretty good. And let's continue. And another level up. Getting those little boss groups done is quite helpful in that, of course. With such a high-level character for where we are at, that is basically the only thing that levels you at that point. Putting all of it into vitality, of course. And in terms of the skill, we are looking at getting to shout. I'm just checking out the different options here for item label display. Timed. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Let's try that one out. So I assume what it does is that it shows the items for a certain amount of time and then fades them away automatically. Now let's see what happens. Oh yeah, we just got our first little gem out of this bed, and it's an emerald. We are allowed to use that, of course, and that's probably one of the better ones we can get. Although now we're dealing so much upfront damage that more upfront damage is likely more helpful. Should we save that one? Alright, we have found the exit from the Darkwood. So what I'm going to do is drop a town portal and move forwards from here and grab the waypoint. As Black Marsh it is. Please be a good waypoint. Like right next to the tower. Well, the tower is right there. So actually, let's look right behind the tower. Is this like the perfect map for it? Maybe the waypoint is right there. Wow, we are one-shotting night clans with this setup. Yeah, that's powerful. Experience shrine. Nice. Oh no. It's kind of the worst setup possible. This is right at the end of the level compared to the entry of the level over there. So what we have, let me see, where did you scroll? Like this, yes. Yeah, it's as far away as possible basically. So that sucks. Ah, this one isn't too bad for my mercenary. Decent-ish defense even. So yeah, fast hit recovery, some poison resist. Good for mercenaries, not so good for you. And damage reduced by 1, yeah. I think that's a decent one. So what I'm going to do now is go back to the Darkwood, because actually the waypoint here might be closer to the tower than the one in the Black Marsh. Now we found a tree. Let's see how quickly we can get rid of the tree head here. And yeah, that is quite impressive, I have to say. And that's not because the build is good. That's because we have leveled a lot and we have very good equipment for where we're at.
This tree is one of a kind.
A tree of Inifus. It's pretty good. We still haven't found the waypoint though. Okay, waypoint found. It's just as bad. So, no. Let's head back to the rogue encampment and then free the protagonist of it all, and that is Decade Cain. Oh, the best large charm ever. Maximum stamina, yeah. Okay. Sell all those, yes, and we have the scroll. Why can't Runar read this scroll? He is a scholar of runes. He should be able to do it. Although this might be demonology instead, looking at the symbolism. So, yeah, probably not. Let's head back to the Stony Field and get things sorted. Alright, Rakanisho is all dead. We have, of course, not learned the lesson and read things, so we are exactly doing things in the wrong order. Oh, this is rather pretty, isn't it? Wow, the lighting effects. Awesome. Okay, there we go. Tristram. Where's Grizzy? Ooh, big bad portal. Nice. Oh, splashy cow. I love me some splashy cows. So this will be fun. Let's see how these guys are stacking up. Ouch, they do hurt like crazy, but we deal damage like crazy. So, yeah, this is all good. So, Decade Cain, get out of here. I soak up the fireball for you.
Decade Cain, you've got to get out of here.
Oh, auto pickup. Oh, so nice. Oh. So, where's Grizzy? We do want to try our weapons on him. There he comes. Let's first deal with this group. Ow, 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 ow. They do hurt. Don't. Get away. Ah, now we're... Ouch, 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 ouch. Get away. Wow. So much for our mercenary. Yes, ouch. That hurt. There you go. Get rid of him first. That was a bad combination with the cold. Probably best to get back our mercenary as well, because she can pepper that Grizzy easily. And she's not that expensive to resurrect either. Oh, all good. There he comes. So, shall we try? Let's better heal up first. And get some more mana going. And yep, easy. Easy. Chipped Amethyst, not the best one you can get. Superior Skullcap. Oh-ho! No, just one socket. Well, better than ours. Yeah, it's just better. We did get a level up as well, so yay, more life, finally. And finally getting also into Shout. We could use that. Let me put that on toggle. Let's see how they have modeled Wirt. There he is, little boy. You look a little sickly. Can we help you? Oh, Chip Topaz. Yes, finally. Okay, that's good. Do we want to wait for them runes? I believe so. We don't put any gems in stuff just yet because we're going to have so many runes. We're going to save them. Oh, now we get a ring that we can't use. Isn't that beautiful? There we are. +1 maximum damage. Yeah, let's sell this. We can get a belt from her. Oh, that's nice. And this one, of course, can't have anything on it either. So we can just buy the standard one and that's it. How much does it cost to gamble a bow? We shall find out very soon. Let's see. Any good stuff in here? There, we have a longbow. 1,300. I mean, this could be worth it for our mercenary. I know, I'm completely, like, over-speccing ourselves for where we are at. But there's a part of the character. He likes to be well-prepared. He likes to think things through. That was hard to say. Harder than it should be. So, yes. Let's see. No. What? What? We can just buy infinite amounts of this. Plus, but we got this kind of the same thing. What the hell is going on? Okay, well, this is a new feature. So you only need to discover the item once, and then you can just continue buying it. Or this is a bug, I don't know. But that one is looking decently good. Let's continue. Let's buy one more. Oh, now we're talking. This is probably pretty nice. So quite the upgrade. And which one do we want to take? This one has the same damage, but increased attack speed. This one has some additional damage, but over time. So now we're going for this one.
I'll put that to good use.
This will be good. So are you guys ready for our first visit to the Countess? This will be not the last visit to the Countess. Yes. Oh, this is so beautiful. Just go to a big monster and splash, splash, splash. Dead. Not a chance. This won't stay like this forever. So cherish the moment. Forgotten Tower. Level 1. And some... Oh, they are looking amazing. Holy shit. Oh, and the barrels look amazing too. So in the tower, of course, the rule is always to the left from the element that you have arrived in. That will be the exit. So, yep, that was a good one. And always to the left would be to that direction. And... Oh, stone skin. Can't quite get you. You have physical resistance. Yep, easy way through here as well. And then, lots of enemies. There is Champion Dark Archers. Ouch. Do they have Mana Steel or something? So always to the left would be here, and that is indeed where we can go. Yeah, easy stuff. Very quick to run, fortunately. And here to the left, is this another quick one? No, not quite. Oh, ow, 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 that hurt way too much. Instead, no. Get out of there. Get out of there. Well, we are a little squishy. We got surrounded there by lots of minion groups. So let's get rid of a few. Superior hard leather armor. 1 socket. Nah, not good enough. 2 socket shield though. That's better than our buckler with no sockets. Ow, they really damn hurt that much. Ow, 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 ow. And they're cold enchanted as well. Get me rid of... Yeah, perfect. Fortunately, in normal, the minions don't adopt the specialty. Alright, we got another level up after cleaning up these boss groups. And what I wanted to say is that, yeah, if the champion is, or the unique is cold enchanted, then in Nightmare and Hell, that means the minions also cold you, which isn't the case here in normal. But anyway, more vitality is of course in order, and I think we can put a few skill points into Shout, or I should think that through a bit more, because just putting skill points into that is not necessarily the wisest thing, because it has so little returns. Just 10% extra defense, it's not that much if you start at 100%. And with that I mean plus 100%. So you start at 200%, and then you get to 210%. So that's a 5% increase in defense. Doesn't sound like much, and it isn't. Oh, I'm so stupid. This is of course right direction there. So left, yes, exit straight away. We have a very quick tower here. Can they even hit us when we are shouted? That is the question. That is a very good question. How much defense do we have? We shall see here now. So let me grab more mana. There we go. And now, attack rating, looking good. Defense, 26% chance for a minion to hit us of that level. That is pretty solid. Oh, these rooms are so much more valuable now, these side rooms, because you don't have to click for 5 minutes to pick up anything. And just opening the chests, usually only shit comes out, but look at that! Vacuum cleaner, man! Yeah! Oh! Oh, who was that? Who was that? She is beautiful. What is her story? We need to know more. Oh, her voice, so pretty. Rune, you are a little weird. What's going on here? Is it love on first sight? Maybe it is. There we go. Oh, green Countess. A little weird. Oh, right here. Oh, nice. But yes, this is not the first time Rune is going to kill a Countess. And I said that completely wrong. It's not the last time Rune is going to kill the Countess. So now it's correct. Yes, so let's talk a little bit more about that, and not the I can't carry anymore thing. I'm doing the town portal to via save and exit. Look at this. Isn't that cool? Yeah, that's a good way to do modern technology remastering of your old classic. Yeah, that is looking like it. He still doesn't look like a scholar, that's for sure, but let's continue there and talk some more about them runes. Because we have just found our first two, both beyond our level at the moment. And you know what? I think we take this out of the game now and take a closer look at the tool that I've developed. And there's a whole let's play in air quotes of developing that tool as well, in case you have missed it, which you very likely have. If you're interested in how you go about developing such a thing, then that's cool. But now, over to my little tool. Welcome to the Diablo 2 Countess Run Simulator, created by none other than Assassinate Bob. That's me. And of course a big thank you to the patrons who supported this, and that was much appreciated back when the channel was tiny, and now it's tiny again because I'm only doing some fringe content. But anyway, so there are instructions in here and good stuff. What we are going to use this tool for is mainly checking viability of getting runes from the Countess for certain rune words. So you're just going to get a real quick rundown of this tool here, and then I give you one example, and a separate video will be talking about this tool in some more depth and what you can do with it and so on. But there are two different modes, number of runs, and you select the difficulty you want to run in. This tool is based on the actual treasure class of the Countess, and the whole thing is as if it was dropping in Diablo in patch version 1.14D, and that hasn't changed since a few patches back then, and it is still the same in Diablo 2 Resurrected. So number of runs is one mode, so let's run the Countess, something that you wouldn't be willing to do anytime soon. And we run it at 1000 runs per frame. One frame is 1 divided by 60, I believe, in seconds. And we are going to do this in hell, and now we simulate it. And there you go, but we unfortunately chose to actually cube the results. So let's go back to the setup, deactivate the cubing, just right click in or whatever you have there, and it will activate it for the whole line, or deactivate it. So again, run it again, easy. It was the quickest 100,000 Countess runs you have ever done. And here you see the results. That's the number of runes you can, or in this case, were found. And as you can see, yes, the Countess can drop up to an Ist rune with her normal 3 rune max drop, but because she is a monster, super unique in the Act 1 in Hell difficulty, she can also drop Ghoul, Vex, Ohm, and Low runes. But that is exceedingly rare, so if you have ever run into one of these from the Countess herself, then look at these numbers. Lucky you, you should have played Lotto, not Diablo 2. But what is the other mode? Well, let's make a quick example. How long does it take to get a certain set of runes? For instance, the speedrunner in you will be wondering, how many runs does it take for me to get Talef, stealth armor, from the Countess? And then you want to have a Ral rune on top of that. So it's these runes, and now you can choose how many repetitions you want to make. Oof, this is getting complicated. So what is basically going to happen is the program runs until this is finished, until you have an F rune, a Tal rune, and a Ral rune. It records the number of runs that has taken, and then it is going to do this all again for the number of times that are listed here with the repetitions. So it's 1000 times we are running for F, Tal, and Ral. So when we click the simulate button, it starts that. You can see the repetition number count up, and you see the average number of runs that are needed. Why is this so high? Well, because we stupidly are running this in hell. Yeah, the low runes don't drop that often in hell. And now it's done. So, that can also equally well be done in normal. And you will see a much more familiar number then.
Your blood will boil.
Alright, it's doing the same thing in normal mode right now. And that only takes you 16.666 seconds. And now comes the neat part. It is not that interesting to know how many runs it takes you on average, which is what is shown here. But on the other hand, what is really interesting to know is how sure you can be to actually have found the runes that you were looking for with a certain number of runs. So, let's take a look here. You can switch this one over from the average to the mean. Okay, now we're talking. If you want to be 50% sure that you have received all the runes, you need to run at least 5 times. If you want to be 60% sure, well, 6 times. And 70%, also 6 times. And then 80%, 7 times. And then if you want to be 100% sure, 30 times. Yeah, Yeah, it's quite rough. This is llama luck, and then this is just very bad luck. What you also can determine is how long one run takes you, and how long along one cubing would take you. Because you can, of course, cube runes up. For instance, if you are in running Nightmare, and you are looking for, let's say, a rune that you... First, try this out, not this, but something lower than this. Let's go, and you are looking for a co-rune. Well, it could drop within those few runs, because... 20,000. Because the Countess in Nightmare actually can drop a co-rune, but that is not her normal rune drop, which only goes up to Io. And so you're looking for a co-rune, and let's see how long that on average would take you. So we go to the setup, select the runes, we only select one co-rune, and we allow cubing from Io. So we allow cubing of these runes, Io and Lum, and yes, I say Lum very deliberately, not Lum. It's a Lum rune, and up to a co. And now, with 1,000 times, we are going to do these runs to achieve a co-rune. And, well, let's hammer it. Let's see how long that on average takes you. You can already see that, the number is stabilizing here. Around 215, 220 runs, roughly. And on average, we used 3.8 times the cube in order to cube them up to become a co. And now, if you think you're lucky, let's see how lucky one can get with this one, with just 1,000 repetitions. If you want to be 5% sure that you have it, it's only 96 runs. The best one was after 8 runs, she probably just dropped this straight away. Yeah, that can happen. And the very, very worst luck was 660 runs. And the second worst here, 95%, is 350. So this is a very, very handy tool for you to estimate how long it will take you to get certain runes. And now, let's do the classic. We want to get Tal F from the normal Countess. Let's do this with 10,000 repetitions and simulate that. Alright, there we go. 10,000 repetitions down the line. That took almost 3 minutes to simulate, but that's still a lot more, a lot faster than what it would have taken to do in real life. And that's not 10,000 runs. It is 42.5 thousand. 42.5? Yes, 42.5 thousand runs. So, on average, it takes 4.25 runs in order to find this. But what if you want to be lucky? What if you want to have this happen in 30% of the time? That you're in 30% of the time that you get them on run 3. Well, okay, that's cool to know. And if you say you're unlucky, then it will still only take 5 runs with 70. If you're like even more unlucky, then what was the worst one? I wonder. 31 runs. Well, that is astounding. But yeah, this is much more accurate then, of course, because this is just taking the worst one out of them. And of course, the best one will be the first run. That has happened to me often, quite often as well. But yes, if you're extremely unlucky, it will take around 10 runs. Extremely unlucky. But now you wonder, okay, why are we looking at this? Well, we're going to use this tool to figure things out. Like, is it actually viable to get it? And how long will it take? That we are going to do for... Probably, if we get to Nightmare, which I very much anticipate, then we're going to use it mostly there. But for now, also in normal, because you can actually get to an arm rune in normal, if you are cubing a little. And of course, the big kicker here is, this is now available to all of you. It is linked down in the description of this video, and you can download the zip, just unpack it, and you will find 3 files. Just run the exe out of that, and you will have this one running. Should run on any system. It is very quick, even though it's not super optimized. But yeah, hope you enjoy, and hope it's useful. Anyway, we are going to continue in the next episode with Runar's adventures and his journey towards becoming the Countess's least favorite scholar. And I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.